Hello YouTube, welcome to Dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the Transformers Generations Arcee figure, and ooh la la, this is a very delicious looking figure. I mean, son of a shepherd, it's beautiful. This is one of the first classics Arcees actually this is the first classics Arcee we ever gotten. I mean, there's never been an Arcee like this. I think pretty much the movie and Prime were the only Arcees we ever got. I could be wrong. But as far as I can think of, those are the only ones. And this one, other than third parties, obviously. But this one looks great. This is filling in those gaps I've been having in my life. So that's good. Now we just need to get an updated Rodimus. And she'll be looking great together with them. Or at least an updated Classics Rodimus. Because, I mean, we could have a comic book one. But I think an updated Classics Rodimus would be nice. Generation style. With the G1 feel like this one has. And yeah, like that'd be cool. But anyways, here. Very nice. You can see I've got plenty of weapons armed up here. I believe this is the one that came with her. I think in my Chromia video I said the other blaster came with her. I think this is the one that comes with her because the pegs are different, so it fits into this one properly, and they both have the outer pegs. So, yeah, I think I was wrong on that, but whatever, doesn't matter. This is the blaster that comes with her. So you can see she comes with a lot. She got these two blades here that look really cool coming out of the side, as well as these two blasters that you can peg into the back. And she just looks ready to rumble. I mean, son of a shepherd. It's like pretty in pink, and then like death race weapons. Like that's cool. I like that. This is a nice little mixture of cute and cuddly with ferocious and deadly. So I can get on board with that. Nice white and metallic blue applications we got going on the front. I like it. I like this like curve right here we got going on with this point. I'm getting a very feminine feel to it. I don't know why. I'm getting like a old school Peter Pan, Wendy, dress from, I don't know why, but that's the vibe I'm getting, like Disney dress, Cinderella, Snow White kind of vibe from this shape. I don't know why, but I am, so I really like it. Very cool. Nice Autobot logo right there. You know who she sides with. Cool. Like the windshield. Always a nice little addition when you have stuff like that. And I'll go ahead and zoom in right here just so we can hopefully get a better look. Yeah, hopefully you can see that, but she's got very well done molded in seats. You can see right there. Very well done. And she's got a steering wheel. She's got the speedometer. She's got her stereo going on. She got her air conditioning. I think she might have GPS. I mean, I can't even tell. I think she's even got, what's it called? Not the dashboard, the glove compartment. I think she's got one of those. So, yeah, lots of detail on this inner, workings. That's very nicely done. I appreciate the hell out of that. That's so cool that they got all those little details added in. So, awesome. We get more, cool stuff like that with our figures. Keep them coming. That's all I can say. This isn't very much designed like a, comic book Arcee. It's more G1. So keep that in mind as we go along. But still, everything that they've done with it is very well done. So to Transformer, it's pretty darn easy actually. What you want to do is we'll start at the back here, and there's these little tabs you want to get the thighs out of. These will be the thighs. See, there you go. Get that bit out of there. Bring the feet down. Right here, they're not tabbed in anything, but they sit in very well, so you don't have to worry about them flopping about. But bring them out. We've got a double hinge here, so what you're going to want to do is bring it down, and then rotate it, and then bring it down again. So bring this part down, rotate it, and bring it down again. There you go. Then we've got the arms here are very weirdly done, but it's really weird just because the way it's done is they're not symmetrical, I guess is the way to put it. They're one's stacked on top of the other, and yet the arms still, sit in the proper spot, so that way they line up together. So that's interesting. You just want to split them apart sideways like that. Then here we're gonna flip open this, what will be the chest, and you can already see like the head and everything. Fake stomach plate, whatever. We've seen it a million times. You can see that right there. But flip it up. The chest, the chest is still the same right here. We got this bit here. We're gonna flip it down, but the stomach's fake, but the chest is real, so yeah, it's whatever. Take this whole back bit here, and again with that hinge and such, bring it down, always with the double hinges on these figures. Always with those double hinges. We got here some little gaps for the shoulders right there. That's going to come along down, just fold on perfectly. And look at this. See the stomach? Look at that. Lines up perfectly. Everything's all smoothed out. I love it. Bring it on in. Kind of just collapse it all together. I think it tabs in. Or something. Or maybe it doesn't. Yeah, I could be wrong. I mean, it sits though. Whatever. It's fine. Doesn't really tab or anything, but hey, it's there. Then I think just bring this down. Oh, whoops, I forgot one thing. You want to take this back flap here and just fold it up. There you go. Just to condense it down. You don't have too much, you know, excess, kibble showing off. So there you go. That's nice. Kind of just condense all that into one nice little backpack. I can get on board with that. Now we've got the standard RC. Oops, whoops, her feet. Flip out the feet at the ankles. My bad. I'm jumping ahead of things. There we go. Now I believe we're done. We're done. Did we get no? Okay, we're good. We got it. So here we have RC in her robot mode, and she does not disappoint. Again, this jumps right out of the 1980s cartoon and into my collection. I mean, it's just fantastic. If they upscale this, they could probably call it a masterpiece. Not gonna lie, you know, this really does feel like it could be that quality. Maybe with a little bit more to the transformation, obviously, just add a couple more steps and to make it a little more finessed. But yeah, essentially, this is pretty spot on. I really don't see how they can make this any better than they've already had. This is one of those figures, for at least classics-wise, where they don't need to make it again. They don't need to update it. We're good. This isn't like Hot Rod / Rodimus, where we could use it for a better one, or you need a third party to make it better. This is good the way it is. Don't change it. We're good. So, you know, if you want to make different iterations of it, go for it. But we're solid on a G1's Classics remake, so that's fine. So, very rare when you get a figure like that. She's golden. She's good. Chill. Buy her. Be happy with her. You're not going to get anything better, so bam. Bringing in the weapons, we'll go ahead and show off the variations you can do with them. Starting with the cool blade swords she's got. She's known for having swords in the comics. You can attach them. Actually, I think she had them in the cartoon also. But yeah, you can attach them to her forearms to make them really freaking badass if you want to do them like that. Or, using her other blade I'll show, you can also have her hold it in her hand. The one thing I do, and not like do and don't, but one thing like I do like, but okay, the one thing I do like, but maybe they could have done a little better. So first of all, make it easier to get in her hand. It's like not going in. There we go. So one thing that I like about them is that they do have that straight blade design for the sword. I mean, they got some way more inner mechanics going on here. You can see with the molding and like maybe like a blaster at the end, just if you want to have them mounted on her forearm like that. They got the blaster, but lots of really cool mechanical detail. Even got like a pipe going over here. That's really nicely done. But I think what would have been a little bit cooler is I like how it comes off at the end here like this. This looks really nice. But if they could have like finished it off and brought it up to the end of the hilt, I think that would have been cool. Just because in the show and even on her third-party figure, the Perfect Effect, whatever she was called, I don't remember. I'll show her in a sec. But they have like those handles that they come around and connect like a one of those, not like the fencing swords, like a pirate sword, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, look at a pirate sword, they come around and then they end at top and bottom. So I think that would be cool, but still, these are really awesome nonetheless. So if you want, take them off. I think you can kind of store them. You can store them like that if you want. That doesn't look the greatest, but you can do it. You can also have the blaster here if you want. Obviously, she can hold it in her hand. It'd be kind of dumb if she couldn't. But if you want to have storage, you know, she's holstering it. Bam! I like that. You can holster her blaster. Where's the other one? It's disappeared on me. There it is. This one I'm going to keep with Chromia. Again, I think Chromia was supposed to get this blaster. It even shows on the box art that Chromia is holding this blaster. So, I'm going to go ahead and probably keep it with her, but just to show off, because it did come with her. You can store it on her hips. So, if you want to have her draw her weapons, she can more than do that. But, go ahead and bring them around. This one's got some pink going on with it. Very nice and done to match the rest of her. So, it's molded in pink, but painted with black and gray, so interesting. Very nice design. I like this. I like this little upper, you know, holster thing. I don't even know what you call this. I feel like it's just, if you're holding the gun from the top, maybe that's what they're going for. But I like that done up in the gray. Then we've got like some black here. And then the barrel is done up in that gray. It's just very cylindrical, like, I don't know what you call them, type of barrels. Kind of like a Star Wars ion blast kind of thing. I'm not really sure, but I like it. I do like it, so I can get on board with that very much too. Cool. So there's the weapons. They're kind of hard to get out because they are rectangular. So for articulation, her head is on a ball, very solid ball. It looks all the way up. Look at that. It is just, she's just like, what is going on up there? All the way up, and then she's got a flap there, which is weird. It's for her neck, but we don't need to use that. But anyways, yeah. So around and back, up and down, she's got it. Well, a little bit down, but definitely up. Her shoulders are on ball joints, so they come up, down, rotation at the bicep, ratchetiness at the elbow, so that's cool. Nothing at the wrist. No waist, just due to transformation. Her thighs and hips do have a solid amount of articulation. You can bring them back and forth. Not too much back, just because you got all this kibble. But you can, I thought you could bring them out. Well, I guess you can't really bring them out just because, again, there's armor up here. It doesn't want to go down, or it doesn't want to go up, but it can come down. Bend at the knee, solid bend at the knee, so that's cool. And then the knee armor goes with it, so that's nice. But that does that. And then the ankles can go back and forth. So there's the articulation. Nothing too crazy, but gets the job done. One thing I want to point out, I like, again, the detail they've added onto this character. I like this panel here, how it's asymmetrical. We got this big chunk here, and then 3 little pieces. We got like a space bar at the bottom. I like that. Again, we have this design here right there on the chest. I think that looks very nice. I love this metallic blue we've got going at the bottom. I love the belt we have here. There actually is some molding, so she has like a really interesting stomach. It's like one of those, workout girls there. They have those lines going down the stomach. So big thighs, tiny stomach, and then like the waist is very, condensed in. So, a classic female design. They want to make her look as feminine as possible. So they try to accentuate certain parts of the body. So there you go. I like the feet here with the ankle guards. I think that looks really cool. Very Gundam-esque, actually, with the ankle guards. I think that looks very nice with these nice little metallic blue pieces right below the pink knee bits. So a lot of good spacing and color and all that. I think that works out very well. So very nicely done. And then we've got a bit of white on the forearm just to break things up a bit. And we got the black gloves, which again, also, I'm a big fan of fingerless black gloves. And like, not just black gloves, but like black gloves, but they don't have fingers. I'm a big fan of that, so this totally works for me. I'm getting that vibe from her. And we'll go ahead and zoom on the head just because, whoo-wee, it looks great. So the head looks fantastic. I love the eyes. There's light piping in them that just comes across very well, kind of on my camera. There you go. That's shining pretty well there. That's not bad. And then we got the lips that are kind of up at a pink. She kind of got like a lipstick thing going on. Her face is like, kind of like my skin tone almost. A little more pinkish, but almost matching. So that's a nice little bitch because she did have a weirdly colored face back in the day. And then they even have very light touches of that metallic blue. They've got a little bit on the side of her head here on the vents. Very hard to tell off my camera, but it's definitely there, and that's a nice little touch. I like that they have the vents there, and they have the vents painted. You don't see that type of detail on figures like that too often, so I can appreciate that. So here we have my 3 Arcees. I do have the Prime Arcee, but I decided to line them up with these 3 just because these are the pretty much standard Arcees as far as design goes. Because each character is known for having a certain look to them. And for Arcee, that's for being pink and white with a like peach-colored face, having the big round, Princess Leia hair things going on the side of the vents. That's another thing she's known for. Having the big fins, not really fins, but like big chunks in the back with the white at the top of the pink. She's known for that. And then also having the big chest that's white and pink. She's known for that too. All 3 of them have it. You can see that. And last but not least, the swords. All 3 of them do have the swords. They're not all holding it, but bam. There's the animated Arcee swords. Here's the Generations one. And then for this Perfect Effect versions, there is the swords I was talking about. These are the most comic book accurate of the 3. Like I said, they have the straight blade, and then we have the hilt where it starts from, I guess, the guard and comes back around to the end of the hilt. That's what I was talking about. I mean, I should have just showed you this. I didn't think of it before, but now you see it. This is what I meant. This is what looks coolest, I think. This is, again, most comic book accurate. So that's very cool. If you have this figure and you're like, I wish you had different blades, and you're waiting for a third party, she can't hold these, unfortunately. But, I mean, it's just something to think about if you want to do, like, a modification or something else down the line. Just to be like, hey, I do have that Perfect Effect Arcee. I'll just borrow hers. So there you go. I saved you some time and money. Bam. You're welcome. So to transform her back, we're just going to start by flipping up this whole chunk here. Just get this all out of the way. Bring it around. and then bring up this chunk here just to make some room. Fold up so you can't see the head. Bring this all up. Fold this down. There you go. All out of the way. Bring up the shoulders, and then that'll bring up the whole arm section. I really like how the arms are not that difficult at all. You just have to have them here. Normally that would bug me because they don't really tab in or anything, but for her, I don't know why that works for me, but it does. It just makes things simple. Then we'll fold up this, oops, not that front bit, the back bit, if we can, so that way we can get this back piece out. Remember that was folded up on that hinge. Bring it out, and that kind of just snaps in there. And then what we're going to do is, again, like I showed before, rotate this up. Oops, the hands are getting all wonky. Rotate it up, and then fold them down as much as possible, all the way down. Fold up the feet as well at that ankle joint. Bring them like that. Rotate them in so that way they fit into this section here. And then let's see, did I get them all the way? I think I did. I just need to get this one going now. Rotate it all the way up. Just want to make sure that's all there. Yeah, I think that's as good as it's going to get. Bring this in there. Bam! See, like that. The last but not least, we just want to make sure to tab in these white bits here. If they don't tab in all properly, then you probably messed up, because that was happening to me before when I was practicing. These weren't really tabbing in properly. That's because I didn't have these folded all the way. So that's pretty important. But yeah, like I said, hands kind of just sit there, but what are you going to do? So there she is back in her vehicle mode, and like I said, guys, this is an amazing figure. I really do like it. I think the design is awesome. Transformation simple but effective. Robot mode and vehicle mode are both awesome. Articulation's not too bad. The wheels, I didn't mention this before, but the wheels are nice. They're small. I like that. It just fits the look. So all around greatness. I love this fin. I don't know how I did not mention that before, but I love the fin here. It's kind of wobbly-ish on mine, but it really completes the look. Very Jetsons-y, future-esque, 80, what the 80s thought the future would be like kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting. So all around greatness. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as follow me on Tumblr/Twitter at Vacation, as well as Instagram at Mechas You'll find all my pictures, recent purchases, what's coming out, who's making what, all that good stuff and more. Anyways, guys, till next time, woo!